money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When the not savers, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Ready to break.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak. Big grip, big grip.
It's Coleman here. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set 18, Gator.
Number 50.
General West.
So we got man. Check. Shift.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing again at Stafford. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On 1st down, Stafford here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. D Ford in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, High 7.
To throw is Stafford. This will be caught by Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now it's Stafford. That's going to be caught. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
22.
It's just me and you. Chad.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Fuller. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Here we go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Crunch.
61, matchbox lights.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, pick your game up.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and very short, Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Got it.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Now.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Here we go, here we go.
Smooth.
Check 31. Hatchet.
Yo, go. Let go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
No game on this defense, no game.
Mike Spike.
Omaha, ready to move. 53, ready.
I got you.
To throw again, Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, baby, all day. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now.
Check.
Big grip.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Get it.
Now it's Tannehill. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Ready up.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be taken short.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Monday.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December, right?
It
It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch the screen.
Bravo.
45's the mic. Man, I got you.
Let go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Come on, D. Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
54. I got one. Mike's 5-4.
Throwing again. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Stafford now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, 54. Switch. Hey, 5-0. Watch out.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Stafford on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there of 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
They
stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's it, baby.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill is going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on it.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
Your track, your track.
From the 27, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Always able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Lady.
54. Mike, give me radar. Watch the screen. Hey, screen. Watch the screen. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, with the kind of speed he has, it's almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Hey, Charlie.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mike 7.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, 50. Hey, exit.
Hey, alert 3.
On 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Got a man. It's Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. Ready? Hey, one set.
To the air again, Stafford.
Let's go. Do you tighten up?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Blue Dan, Blue Dan. He's crashing.
They'll try the left side. Swift. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
On the set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Let's go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Army.
Under Recon, 132 fighter, 5.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Check 99. Check 99.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Kill.
6-6, bullet high. Ready.
On 2nd down and 4. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check this move. Hey, easy. Ringo. Mike,
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's checking. Crash.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Pilot, 64, weak, now.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Golf. 10-2 stop.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, they're scared.
Set, go.
Tannehill. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away. and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
You don't want no problem from me.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Bravo!
On 1st down at Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run. Sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and